Well, hello there everyone, it is DragonLi here, back with another video. And today, we are going to be looking at top 10 things you can do to enhance your server. So I get a lot of people asking me if I own a server because, I help run a few servers as well, and I give them a few tips on what I've seen being admin. So you may be wondering, who are you to say anything? Because you have never owned a server of your own. Well, let me tell you where my experience came from. So yes, my experience has come from being admin in many servers. So I've been in servers that have flopped, I've been in servers that have succeeded really well, and I've been in servers that have slowly died down and have not been able to recover. And over all of this, I've noticed a few flaws they've been doing wrong, and I've noticed a few ways to actually help keep the servers lively. And I've also been in servers, again, that have succeeded, and I know what they're doing correctly to do that. So I'm here to share that knowledge with all of you today. Hopefully this video can help some of you server owners or some of you who are planning to open servers get some more information on server vitality and how you can manage your servers. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, top 10 things you can do to run an amazing Ark server of your own. Let's get into it. So number 10 on the list is to have a reasonable budget per month. So if you're just opening your server and you don't really know how many people are gonna play, you don't know any of that, don't go and buy like a, 100 slot server right off the bat. Because you really wanna start small to one, not have to pay as much per month, and to two, gauge how many players are actually going to play in your server. You don't really want to be paying so much money for an 100 slot server when only 12 people play in your server. You want to gauge it and make sure that you're really, prepared, and that you don't have to pay as much as, on a 100 slot server when it's not really necessary. So yeah, make sure to gauge your players before actually paying for such high slots. Number 9, do not rush the opening. I do not know how many times I can stress this. If you go and tell people months before you're going to open your server, they're gonna have their hopes so high and they're gonna be built up all this expectation. And say, for an example, your server does not live up to that expectation. What's going to happen is you're going to start stressing over how to live up to that expectation and all of this stuff, and people are just going to lose interest after a while if that is promised and it just doesn't happen, all that. There's a bunch of things that can go wrong if you tell people months and months before that you're opening a server. So you definitely want to avoid doing that. Tell people that you want to help work with your server, so tell admins, tell, people like that, but don't go and tell just everyone, because that can end badly for you. Number 8, do not rush on picking admins. I don't know how many times I could stress this. So you need to make sure that your staff is perfect. So admins have the ability to do everything you can do. They can teleport people, they can ban people, they can kick people, they can even ban you from your own server. They can destroy bases, they can unclaim tames, they can do all of that. And so you really want to make sure that you pick a team that is 1, trustworthy, 2, is likable, and 3, can follow rules. You do not want to pick admins that are inactive, that don't, help out that much. You don't want to pick admins that think they can just do whatever they want because of their status. You need to pick admins that can really follow your lead, and that can, just know when to stop, know their place in the server, and know that they are not above you. You need that. And you need also to have, a good kind of relationship with them as well. Number 7, create a Discord server for your Ark server. Discord is a very good way to communicate with gamers and other people around the world. This is a really good way to help your server, kind of grow and to communicate with players outside of the game, because sometimes it can be really hard to track down players with time zones and all that. So you really want to make sure that you do this, because there's a lot of things that you can do with this, and I have been in so many Ark servers with it, and it's really something that helps the server grow and expand and just build a really good community. So you really want to make sure that you can do this. Number 6, manage how much you give other players. Do not give players everything right off the bat, which means don't help them tame a bunch of stuff, don't like build giant bases for them, don't give them a bunch of materials, don't level them straight to 100. This will get them really bored eventually because they'll have everything. That, and they will all rely on you, and things will just become too stressful. You cannot do this because it's bad for you and it's bad for your server, because people will just get everything and then lose interest in your server, and this is something that can really damage a server's, reputation and stuff. So you want to make sure that if you're gonna give people things, make sure to give them something, I don't know, like primitive flak and RG and some primitive metal tools with around 20 to 30 levels. This is a good kit if you're gonna give some things to people. If not, then that's good. Number 5, try to get YouTubers to join and create a steady flow of content on your servers. This can really help bring in players and help you gain popularity. You want to do this because I do this with LibOp, I do this with other servers, and it helps gain some popularity with the server. And, not everyone stays, but it helps you. And you can, give these YouTubers benefits to want to actually do this in your server. Not obviously that much, but, it could help if you promote that this is something that you would like, You also do not want to force them to, because this will get them to, not make as good content, because if they're forced to do something, it really just isn't as fun as if you do it on your own morals. So you want to make sure that you're not doing that. Number 4, do not dupe items in your server or have any sort of exploits. You do not want to do this. As much as we all want unlimited pheromones and gold chains, this will ultimately backfire on you and someone will expose you. You definitely want to make sure that you are not doing this because it will backfire on you and your server. So make sure you're not duping, and as much as it's hard to, avoid this, it really will not be good for you because people might not want to get involved with that. So for an example, if you wanted me to be an admin, I would not agree if I knew you were duping. It's just something that is not good to do, and your players will, go down. You might get banned from the Discord, you might get banned from Arc in general. You just want to make sure that you're not exploiting. Do things the fair and square way, just like everyone else has to do. It's just something that you should definitely avoid doing, duping. Number 3, host events in your server. This will help you interact with the players and will also give long-time players that have reached endgame a reason to get on. And make sure to make the rewards premiums or something not as easily obtained. If they're premiums, new players and endgame players alike can really use these, and it will give them motivation to want to join these events. Number 2, do not be afraid to ask for donations. Donations are something that every server tries to get, and people do donate. I'm in a bunch of servers where people donate to the Arc servers. This is something that you should definitely do. Ask for donations. Give them special, armor repairs, or give them some materials if they donate to your server. This is something that is okay if people are helping you to keep your server alive. You can rely on other people as well to help you. And don't be afraid to ask, because this is something that a lot of players and server owners rely on. Number 1, limit the tribe members in each tribe and reduce the server tame limit from climbing. So basically, to reduce this, you need to limit tribe members in each tribe. You want to do this because the more tribe members, the more tame slots. You just want to make sure that this is something that will, it will be really good for you in the long run, because you just need to make sure that you are keeping your server, ready for new players at all costs. So you want to make sure that your tame slots are not completely out of this world full by the time your server is, a year open or something. This is something you don't want, and it will really backfire because you won't be able to tame anything else, and it just won't be good for you. So you don't want to do that. That is a tip that I can give you. Also, try to not die bases because, you know, if you die bases, it will lag a lot and people won't be able to fly around in your server. So avoid dying bases, especially battlements, because battlements lag. Well, anyway, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did learn something new, do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. It does a lot for me, it does a lot for the channel, of course, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.